How you doing today, Jess?
Hey, great. Great to be here. Excited to chat.
Well, Jess, I am looking forward to this conversation, and I want to dive a little personal right off the bat. Obviously, we're going to be diving into a lot of your successes and the massive scale and how you've been able to bootstrap and the way you think about things. But recently, you had a terrible situation that happened, and your boyfriend passed away in a suicide. And during that time, you said, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take 2 weeks off." And then you realize that 2 weeks turned into 6 months. And I want to think about that moment, that time, if you would. And what did you learn about yourself, about maybe life, and some lessons during that period of time, Jess?
Yeah, it's actually 2 years this month that Travis left this earth. And it was a really hard time. I was working crazy 80-hour weeks on my businesses. And I was just singularly focused on how to move the ball forward at work. And then I get the call that Travis took his own life. And after that, I just didn't know what to do. I obviously was super upset. I told my assistant to cancel all my meetings that week. And I wasn't sure if I'd go back to work next week or if maybe I'd never work again. I had no idea. But as soon as I got the call and found out, I knew my life would forever be different. What ended up happening is that I took 8 months off just to focus on myself, read books, meditate, go to therapy, grief counseling, all the things you'd imagine that someone has to go through just to rehabilitate themselves after such a traumatic loss. And I really grew a lot as a person since then. I think the biggest way I've changed is that I have so much more empathy and understanding for people going through really tough times. I think I also have a better understanding on this whole concept of post-traumatic growth and how to achieve post-traumatic growth and how it is a real thing. You can evolve from these things and come out on the other side better in many ways. And obviously, no one wants a terrible experience like this to happen. If you could go back in time and undo it and undo the growth, obviously I would choose that. I would do that in a heartbeat. With that said, I now understand that I'm a much softer and kinder, more compassionate business leader. I'm a much more patient and loving friend. I'm able to support my loved ones who are going through really difficult situations. And I care more about building businesses with meaning than just about making money now. And and I'm still recovering. I'm still on the journey. I mean, it's only been 2 years. Or maybe that's a long time. I don't know. But I still think about it every day. I'm still processing it. And, it's still difficult, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Well, Jess, I appreciate you sharing. And I know we talked about it previously offline, and I appreciate you being authentic.